everyone. Hello to everyone that's out there. This is Amanda Wray coming to you live with another live interview. If you're able to tune in, please tune in and join us. I'm just making sure I can see us live on Facebook. Yes, we are live. We are live. So what I want to do is introduce the lovely Sharon Hogan. I'm so glad you was able to make it this evening. She's actually on the other side of the world, so it's pretty late for her this evening, but I'm so happy that you was able to join us to talk about the program and opportunity that you're a part of. I would love for you to just share your success, how long you've been in the industry for, what you have experienced with SSM. And for those who are on the fence or are wondering, does this opportunity works? We're going to hear it from Sharon. Sharon has been in the network industry for 7 years. She started homeschooling her son and decided she wanted to work from home. So she's been doing MLM for 6 years, and she has had a lot of success in the industry. And she loves SSM. And we're going to talk about what SSM has not only done for her, but her team. She brought in a team of people that are a part of this opportunity. So she's actually full-time in the online space and works with a lot of high ticket opportunities. So that's where the big bucks is at. But she's going to share with you why SSM has actually helped her to help build her brand, basically. So Sharon, again, thanks so much for being here with us this evening. I'm glad that she was able to it's like 1 o'clock in the morning where she's at, but I'm so happy that you took the time to come and be a part of this interview with me this evening. So Sharon, if you can just share why you got into the online, I know it's probably more than one reason why you got into the online space, but how you was able to turn internet marketing into a full-time income.
Hi everybody. Okay, so 7 years ago, I was homeschooling my son. To let you understand, son's autistic and he wasn't getting on too well with school with bullying. So I took the decision to take him out of school and homeschool him myself. But what I did is when I took him out of school, I also isolated myself.
Sharon, Sharon, really quick, it's a little bit like breaking up staticky. You're a little bit staticky.
Better now?
Oh, better, much better. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the headphones.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So it was a little bit lonely because not only had I took my son out of school, I'd isolated myself. So I wasn't mixing at all. I found myself getting bored, and I actually stumbled across network marketing. I joined a weight loss group, and before I knew where I was practically running the group for people. And that's when I first stepped into networking. So for 6 years, I built a team. I had a team of over 4,000.
Wow.
But I found I had no time freedom whatsoever. Morning to night, loved the team, loved what I did, but there's no point in making money if you can't spend it, eh? You know? So I dipped out in affiliate marketing a few times, and I decided to take the plunge, and I was going to go full-time into affiliate. Mm-hmm. So I was quite happy what I was doing. And then I found SSM. Mm-hmm. How I found it, I'll never know. I just seemed to land on the group, and it made me do a 360 turn. I've done a lot of trainings. I've paid double figures in coachings before. I've never seen any kind of training like this. What I like so much about SSM is if you want to get paid, you've got to implement training. Mm-hmm. Never seen that in coaching before. Normally with coaching, you get told what to do, and then it's up to you if you do it or not. But this was giving people the push. I've seen a massive opening for people I've known throughout the years that are so needing help. Mm-hmm. That's when I decided to put down high ticket and come fully in SSM.
That's great. That's great. And you said you have paid for training in the double digits, right? I I have myself. I remember one year I lost my mind and I spent $8,000 on training, right? And I think at some point we all lose our minds and we buy these trainings because we're hoping that it allows us to have the breakthrough that we're looking for. So if you can explain to them the difference, because you've been in this industry for a long time, what is the difference between the training with SSM and the training that you have purchased throughout the years? What do you realize is the difference, not just in your experience, but also from the other members that you have brought in?
Yeah. Well, I looked at it for two different points of view. So I looked at it from me being more experienced, but then I put an inexperienced head on and thought, somebody that doesn't know anything about networking, can they do this? What I found between the coaching I've done in SSM is the way you simplify it. You take people from A, B, C. There's no middle marks. With coaching, I found there was a lot of in-betweens. Mm-hmm. You weren't on a straight road. You were getting taught one thing to get taught another thing, and then you were doubling back on yourself and you were getting lost in the middle. Well, I was anyway. I was getting lost. Mm-hmm. When the very first training I went back and looked on, your very first training, I was shocked, absolutely shocked. In 7 years, you were dropping golden nuggets that I hadn't heard. That surprised me even more, because I know you always learn, but you would think when you've paid so much money on coaching, I should have known that. And I didn't. Mm-hmm. So then what I did is I got my daughter, who's 24, who's only just started networking, to look at one of these trainings with me. She understood everything you said. Everything you said. That's when I realised I get people reaching out to me daily from MLM asking for help. I've got somewhere to divert them now. Mm-hmm. I haven't got the time myself to be able to do one-to-ones with them all. But now I can help people. I can divert them to SSM. And that means the world to me. That you can actually see a light at the end of the tunnel. Mm-hmm. They're not paying money into coaching, getting all these false promises and not learning like I was, you know. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've spent a lot of money on a lot. Sorry.
Yeah. And that's the thing with a lot of people. They complain of being frustrated because, like you said, going over the training with a lot of opportunities, not understanding how to implement, right? Mm-hmm. What they're learning, because there's a lot of loopholes, right? That doubling back and not really understanding what it is that you really truly need to do. So working with such a large team and building a business and seeing so many people in the industry that are failing, can you give me the top 3 things from just your experience that most people are dealing with in this industry, why they're failing? What are the top 3 things you think people are missing that's not allowing them to have the breakthrough that they're looking for?
Yeah. Firstly, without being horrible, they don't know how to network. Mm-hmm. The worst that I see is spamming. They're competing with themselves on Facebook. They're posting maybe 10 times a day at product after product. They're not connecting with their audience. They're too busy trying to sell. I feel they too are a massive problem in the industry. It's what gives the industry bad names. Mm-hmm. With SSM, you're only posting once a day. You don't post anymore, so it's getting people into the routine. You're not spamming people, and you're getting taught how to network properly and not sell. And that is, we've all had it on our inbox. You get the first line and you know exactly what somebody's going to say to you. I think personally, 7 years ago when I started networking, the industry wasn't like what it is now. Mm-hmm. I feel now it's too spammy, too competitive, too much carry on.
Yeah.
And I really feel, Amanda, you're bringing the industry back to what I knew 7 years ago and what I fell in love with. And that is amazing. That's amazing. And what you're succeeding to do is just, it's a dream for me to see people networking properly.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. And that's why it was created, because again, I said back in 2015, when I was the hamster on the wheel, because I had joined about 25 opportunities, which was crazy now that I think about it. But now today, what I was thinking about was all of the things that I wish I had back in 2015, which would have saved me a lot of money and a lot of time. And it would allowed me to actually start duplicating and having the results much faster. Right. So that's what I did is I said, you know what? I'm going to give everyone what I would have wanted for myself back in 2015. If I would have known back then what I know now, let me take that and give that to people so I can share the experience of how it should truly be. If you want to win in the industry, if you want to be the leader in the industry, if you want to earn consistently in the industry, that's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
So, one of the things that I love to hear is that when people say this is something like nothing they've ever experienced before in any other opportunity, you know, some of the things that we know that makes us very unique is that we're a close-knit community, right? We share our results, we share the issues, we resolve them together, and we work as a team. And what that does is it keeps everybody moving forward. It keeps everybody inspired. And not only that, what I love about it is that while people are building their business, they don't have to wait to make a sale to earn. They're able to actually implement the training and get paid as they learn. So it keeps them motivated to keep moving forward. And that's mainly what it's all about. So, and it's up to you, but what I wanted to ask you is basically if you can share with us, and this is only if you want to, how much you have made to date with this opportunity. Has it been consistent? And where you see yourself in the next 6 months with this opportunity?
Okay, I've been in the opportunity now for nearly 9 weeks.
Okay, so over 2 months.
Yeah, I've earned, as with today as well, $4,400. And the people I've brought on is crazy. That's the word for it, is crazy. People I networked with a long time ago that were sort of built in with the bricks with their company. I know Linda knows I'm talking about her, but she's came over with me. Our eyes have opened. I'm also got girls with me who's been with me for a few years, who wasn't progressing very good in the previous MLM. I see the difference in them on a daily basis. Not just on their figures or their interaction, but in their confidence. And that is massive. I feel it in myself and my confidence. I feel like I'm back to being me again, you know. Where I want to be, well, I've laid all my opportunities. I was in 5 companies. I've put them all to bed at the moment. I'm concentrating on SSM because this is something I've never seen. Never ever seen in 7 years. Who on earth pays people to learn and implement? That's just crazy. Who does that? You know, never seen anything like it. But the main thing is the amount of people you can help worldwide. You know, the upcoming networkers, the younger ones, learn them properly. It's going to change the industry. Hats off to you. It's genius. You're definitely going to change the industry. And I want to be a big part of that.
Yes. Yeah. And I that's what I love to hear, because it's nothing like inspiring and motivating someone to be able to see the success that they desire, and see and help push people to get out of their comfort zone, because that's another thing. People don't feel like they can do it. They don't feel like they can achieve the success because they've had so many failures. But not only that, they've had so many false expectations when they come into the industry.
Yeah.
Like I said, in 2015, they said, oh, spend $15,000, you're going to make $150,000 in 6 months. And it sounded good. And I'm like, wow, that's going to be awesome. But it wasn't realistic, right? Because a lot of times we come into the online space and we're sold a dream. No one goes into branding yourself or what it is to be the leader or what it is to not have to chase people, have to spam and inbox people every day. No one talks about that,
No.
And like I always say, Sharon, McDonald's, when you want to eat McDonald's, Ronald McDonald doesn't knock on your door, right? Why are we knocking on people's doors? Why are we spamming people our links? Why are we chasing people down?
Mm-hmm.
Mercedes-Benz doesn't do it. McDonald's doesn't do it. Macy's doesn't do it. So why in the industry are people teaching that? And then, you know what's so funny? A lot of top earners, they're getting upset with me because I'm telling people the right way to do things. And because what they're implementing in their programs isn't working, they're upset with me.
Yeah.
They're big time upset with me. And it's like, I'm just trying to give people the easiest way
Mm-hmm.
to have success, because I've tried everything. And I'm like, you know what? It has to be something that is doable for the average person. It has to be affordable. And it has to be something that doesn't actually break your pockets while you're trying to build your business.
Exactly.
A lot of industries, right? You get in, and while you're trying to build your business, you're going broke.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants to do that?
Yeah. Plus, you cause a lot of problems in your family, because I know I did with the coaching I did. I caused a lot of problems between me and my husband, sneaking about doing this course and that course,
And I hear that a lot. And it's so, and I'm being 100% honest. I have purchased some trainings that cost me $100 that taught me so much more than the $8,000 courses I have purchased.
That's what this is.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's crazy.
Yeah.
I have literally spent thousands and I was so lost. I'm like, first of all, how do you spend that much money and you don't have a one-on-one session with anyone? I was in a group session and was completely lost. And the sessions were long and boring. And by the time I would get off the session, I wouldn't even know what to do because they gave me so much information. I didn't even know where to start. Right? Yeah. And that happens to so many of us. So another thing that I wanted to just ask you is basically, where do you see yourself long-term with the program? Like, where do you see yourself in 6 months? And then do you see yourself basically growing with the opportunity, being a part of SSM for 6 months, a year? Like, what makes you feel so comfortable about promoting SSM? Because a lot of top earners, they don't just come in and promote anything, right? You do your due diligence, you find out if it's something that works for you and if it works for your team. So where do you see yourself in what are some of the things that just allows you to move forward with SSM?
As I said, I'm a people person. I can really see how this is moving forward. I've got a lot of people still to reach out to let people see what this is. 6 month, a year, 2 year SSM, I still want to be there. I've never felt so comfortable in a company in 7 years. The people, the coaches, yourself, there's no in-betweens. They just tell you how it is. And that's what type of person I am. I need to know it that way. Okay. I would love to be part of SSM more than just promoting SSM. That's how strongly and passionate I feel about this company. I've never felt, to be honest, I've never felt passionate like this. This is why I've done a complete circle when I seen the program. And I understand people can be skeptical, because I was as well. You know, I watched you for a while. I came in at the lowest level, just testing the water. I was blown away, absolutely blown away. All I talk about is SSM. To everybody that I'm speaking with, that's all I talk about. I was like, you've got to see this. You do not ignore this. Come and see this. I'm like a canary. I just sing SSM all the time. I'm blown away with the program you've done. I really am. And I'm not just saying that because I'm in the program, guys. I'm saying that because this has startled me, really startled me. The watching girls grow that's been in your teams before for years, and suddenly watching them grow, it's the most amazing feeling.
It is.
And it's this, when they're on your inbox screaming, it's just, honestly, it's worth gold to me. It's worth gold.
Yeah, it
You
is.
know,
Isn't it so good? Like when your teammates, they're like, I received my first payment, I received my second payment. I can't believe I received a payment. You know, it's such a good feeling.
yeah,
And you know, right now, for those who are out there that are watching this, we crossed $700,000 in payouts to SSM members. We are so talked about on the web right now. People are saying that the numbers are not true, that people are getting banners that are fake. Sharon, are these numbers for fake?
no,
People, they're saying that people aren't really making money. They're told to put the banners up. Guys, that's not true. People are really earning real money internationally. Sharon, where are you located?
I'm Scotland.
In Scotland.
Yeah,
Okay. Which is on the other side of the world, guys. I'm in New York. Okay. So we have Sharon all the way from Scotland that's telling you, and you brought in a team of people that are from all over the world
yeah.
that are actually earning. People are from
Dubai, yeah.
Dubai. You have like everywhere. I every time they're like Sharon, I'm like, how does she know them? And they're like somewhere else, like on a whole nother side of the world.
Yeah.
And people are excited. They feel hope again in the industry because a lot of people are losing hope because of the experience, past experience. And not only that, yes, people are getting paid real money. We have people from Nigeria, France. We have people from Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, Nigeria. They're coming from the UK, Australia, from everywhere, just so that they can learn the basics of earning a full-time income online and learning how to do it the right way, but being able to implement strategies that doesn't take a long time to build a business. And that's basically what it's all about. I remember when my mentor reached out to me in 2016 and I went on my 90-day blitz, which was a struggle. You know, it was just like, oh my goodness. I mean, 3 months in, I was excited, but 6 months in, I was like, I couldn't even sleep because I'm like, wow, if I was able to do this in 6 months, I could just imagine where I'm going to be in a year. And honestly, guys, if you're watching this, a year is not a long time to build a successful, sustainable business that's going to last you for years. I'd rather take a whole year to build it up properly where it's going to generate income instead of working 60 years on a job where I'm getting a 50-cent raise every 6 months. And God, that's what it takes. Sometimes it takes 6 months. It could take a year, depending on how much you push yourself and how hard you drive yourself in order to start seeing the results. What we do is extremely newbie friendly. It's easy to duplicate, easy to learn, and it's broken down in simple steps. What I love to, and Sharon knows this as well, in our back office, we have a blueprint. And the reason why I created the blueprint is because I wish I had a blueprint, a checkoff list to show me exactly what to do every single day. Because you can't go wrong when you know exactly what to do when you get in front of your laptop or in front of your phone. That's mainly what it is. And what I love is that a lot of top marketers that are coming in, what do they say? I use social media and my phone to build my business.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
And they've built multiple six-figure earnings by utilizing their phone in the online space. So it just goes to show you, when you have other people who are saying over and over and over again how they're building their business with their phone, with social media, it's true. If it's a lot of people saying the same thing, everybody's not lying.
Exactly.
Literally, most of the time, I sit in my bed and I use my phone to build my business.
Yeah.
And then if I want to do some hardcore stuff and I want to be in my office and I want to have that feel, then I get on my laptop. But guys, you can literally build a business from your phone with internet and a smartphone. That's it.
Yep.
That's what I've been doing since 2016. We have an evergreen product, guys. And I'm going to wrap it up. We took 30 minutes, which is great. I didn't want to keep you too long because I know it's late. But Sharon, what I want you to do is, if you can just say something to the audience that's watching, if there was 2 or 3 things that you would tell the struggling marketer or the newbie who's looking to earn a full-time income, what would be the 3 most important things that they would need to know in order to start off the right way and build a business from home?
Well, the first thing is get some proper coaching, i.e. this course. When you listen to too many people, it gives you fog. And you don't understand what's going on. I used to get told to go and put value on my Facebook. I didn't even know what that meant. You know, get proper coaching, get on SSM and do it properly. If this was about when I first started, I would have saved myself years of learning and also a lot of money. The second thing is, don't let anybody tell you can't do something.
Yeah.
Because when you mention network marketing, people cringe. They're like, you know, that's people that don't understand and they've not got the proper mindset. So don't let people put you down and say you can't do it, because you can do it. Anybody can do this if they want to. And the third one is, if you want to do it, you want to be successful, you need to get on SSM. I have tried so many courses. I'll not mention names, but I've had famous names learning me. I have learned with them, but I've learned bits everywhere.
Yeah.
So I would take little bits out of different training. This is going to put you on the straight road. And if you listen and implement it, you're going to definitely learn. It's impossible to fail in my eyes. So definitely jump on board. If you want to be successful, jump on board.
Thank you so much.
Or you're just crazy.
Yeah. I really appreciate you. Guys, if you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, Sharon's link, if you want to reach out to her for more information or to hear more of her story or ask any questions, in the comment section is her link. Okay. That's a link that's going to lead you to her, where you can message her, communicate with her, build a relationship, see what she's been doing and what this is all about, how we're making noise. Okay. She is willing to be here to help anyone. She has, again, a huge team, and she's helped a lot of her teammates to get in and to actually start seeing success with this opportunity. So again, guys, make sure to reach out to Sharon. Thank you so much for coming out at 1 a.m. to meet with me. I really appreciate you. I really do. Much more success to come, Sharon. You are just like, you're a breath of fresh air, you know.
Oh, thank you.
By coming in and just implementing, even though you already knew the industry, you already had a following, you already know how to do business, she was willing to come in and implement something new that is life-changing. And it's hard for a lot of people to come in and do that, especially if they're already making money online. So
Yeah.
I want to say kudos to you, because now you have other trainings under your belt that you can actually teach others and implement for years to come. And
Yeah.
that's the beauty of it. So thank you so much, Sharon. I really
Very
appreciate it.
welcome. Thank you for having me.
And everyone, thank you for coming out this evening, Thursday night, and tuning in with us. We'll see you guys on another live interview next week with another top earner that's a part of SSM. But thanks again, Sharon, and you have a great night.
Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.
See ya.